the game over Drake, it was just really great to be at home, open at home for the first time in a while here, and had a good crowd that was into the game, and hawk walk, all those things are a lot of fun and part of our tradition here at home. So, the game itself, I thought, we got what we expected from Drake. They came out and played hard and physical football with an experienced team and made us earn a lot of things in that first half. And, the one thing we were pleased with our guys throughout the game was our effort and our focus really was good. Great to get a lot of guys in the game. We had 8 guys get carries on offense, 10 guys catch balls. We're able to play 3 quarterbacks, 31 guys played on defense, and that'll help our football team. It'll help us down the road. There's no substitute for experience. So, 14-0 at halftime. Just had to get in that locker room and talk to our guys about finishing drives and getting off the field on 3rd down. And then Gavin's big run to start the second half really gave us a lot of energy and got the crowd into the game. And from there, I thought we really, executed well on offense and defense, and we got the result that we wanted on Saturday. Plenty of things to work on and corrections to make as we get ready for the Potato Bowl. Exciting to be part of it. This is a great tradition at UND and in Grand Forks since 1966, and we're excited to be a part of it. Obviously, our role in this is to prepare the team and get ready for Northern Arizona, who we feel is going to come in and really give us a challenge on Saturday. Coach Ball and his staff have done a great job with that program. We were down there last year and had to play against them, won it late, running a 2-minute drive. But this is a team that has a lot of new faces. So we're working hard to learn as much as we can about this team and prepare our guys as best we can and give ourselves an opportunity for a positive result on Saturday. But very impressed with their quarterback. They played 2 of them. Their quarterback play was very solid on Saturday night. Tailback, transfer in, runs really hard, and they use 3 different guys at that position. And then defensively, they're really stout, and I think they play hard, and they're a very physical football team on defense. So looking forward to the challenge, but early in the week, got to learn as much as we can about this opponent, because this will be a tough game, and we're looking forward to the packed Alaris Center and having a home field advantage.
Coach, with the amount of transfers that Northern Arizona brought in, is there carryover from last year, or is it like preparing for somebody brand new?
Yeah, there's carryover. You're always going to be different from one year to the next, and that's what you try to learn, what they were doing defensively. They have a new defensive coordinator. That was a change in the summertime, so there's some differences there. And but their personnel, a lot of defensive guys are back that we saw a year ago, and they were difficult to move the ball on. They made it hard on us. So we've got to get together a good plan here and be ready to play a real physical team. And, offensively, probably more new personnel than we've seen in the past from one team. But that's part of the challenge early in the year, is just learn as much as you can and anticipate adjustments that you're going to have to make. So that's what we're looking forward to on Saturday.
The top wide receiver from Northern Arizona is back. I think he had 100 yards against North Dakota last time. What do you want to see, or what makes him tough, maybe?
Yeah, he's a very good player. He beat us in one-on-one. He beat us in some zone coverages, and he's still their guy. On 3rd down, I found him the other night for a big first down, and he catches all different types of balls. He catches the crossing route, the quick screens, inside fades is the one he got when they went ahead late in the game on us. Corner routes, so he can do it all. He's a very good player. I think he's tough. I really like the way he plays the game. So we're going to need to be aware of where he is on the field and do a better job than we did on him a year ago.
You made mention of getting your guys in the locker room on Saturday, and probably each scenario is different. How much is it sometimes of instilling that confidence that it's there essentially in the second half, as opposed to we got to do this differently, and how was that on Saturday as compared to other times?
Yeah, I thought we had a good demeanor on Saturday. I was asked after the game if I was frustrated at halftime or how frustrating it was. But, you got to look at how you're playing, and that's what we tried to focus on with our team. And I thought we were playing pretty good football with the exception of a few plays. We have a 3rd and 2, and Tommy makes I thought he played really well, but that was one of the throws that he usually makes, and he just was a little off on that one. And we know he can make that throw, and that would have really got us going there. And then we didn't execute on a special team to follow it up. Defensively, there were 2 third downs. The first 3rd and long, we didn't execute well, and the one that flipped the field, that's a concern of ours because we wanted to get better at that. So we obviously had to talk to our guys about 3rd down and getting off the field, because 1st down, both sides of the ball, we were executing pretty well. So that's what we talked about, and we tried to really stay in the moment and look forward to what we were going to do the second half, and not be too concerned about some of the miscues we had in the first half.
Coach, a lot of transfers and new players for Northern Arizona coming in. So how tough is it to kind of prepare for a team like that?
Yeah, I think you want to look at their philosophy and how they're trying to play football, first of all, because the coaches, a lot of them remain to be the same. Obviously, every year when you have different talent pool, you're going to change things up and get the ball to your playmakers. And that's what we're trying to figure out as best we can with a 1-game sample of this new team. And I'm sure they're looking at the same thing, how they're going to change things after their first game and maybe do things a little bit differently. But in the end, it's going to be getting a feel for what they're doing on Saturday afternoon and then adjusting once you get into the flow of the game.
And then besides that, what else have you found unique about the Lumberjacks, and just what will be the biggest keys against them going forward here on Saturday?
Well, I think 1st down success is going to be really key. This is a team you just don't want to be in 3rd and long. You want to be in favorable downs because they can bring a lot of pressure. They, got to Arizona's quarterback and flushed him a number of times on Saturday night, and that's when you get the 3rd and long. Good things happen when you're in favorable downs, so that's going to be really important. And I just think being really physical on defense and trying to limit their yards on the ground. They just really ran downhill and were really physical up front on Saturday night. So those are going to be a couple of the keys.
Don't want to age you here, but do you remember your first Potato Bowl experience as a kid, a young person, before you were a coach? And do you remember your first Potato Bowl experience as a coach on staff?
I do remember the one as a coach. I can't remember if I attended any as a kid. I knew of it, but I don't know if that was one of the games we got to. But the one as a coach was 1989. It was against University of South Dakota outside, very windy, which we would expect. And it was cold. It was not a very warm day that year. And I remember one of the most impressive plays about that day was Todd Kovash hit Mike Schmaltz on a corner out late in the first half going into the wind. And I thought, this guy really zipped that ball in there. And it was a great catch in the corner of the end zone, right in the northwest corner. So that's my first Potato Bowl memory.
What have you seen from Gavin's development? What'd you think of that 79-yard run?
Yeah, we challenged him to just really practice hard and stay downhill. And this one, he did a really good job. There was just nothing inside, and he bounced it. And obviously, we had other guys contribute on the play, but great job by him. And, until you get out there and do it on the field, we don't know what guys are going to do. But he handled that situation really well and, took advantage of his opportunity. That's what I'm most proud of him about, is when you get opportunities, make plays, and now we just move forward and keep trying to earn those opportunities and being effective when you're out there. And, we know we're going to need more than one running back. So you got to be part of that and be ready to go when you're called upon. And and make plays, because those are game-changing plays, and we want to run the football to help our football team. When we run it effectively, that opens up all types of things you can do on offense. But I just really believe you got to run the football effectively.
Just going from last week to this week now, Bubba, just overall, what's kind of the biggest improvement you want to see from your guys just on an overall basis?
Yeah, more consistency, and I think more of that early in the game. We've talked about it a lot on defense. You got to get off the field, get the ball back to the offense, and offensively, be more efficient throughout the game. And then special teams. We got to do a better job on special teams this week. We've had a really long tradition of playing solid on special teams, and that was not up to the standards that we expect here at the University of North Dakota.